Hi there, it's Lori, and this is my story. It's not a bad date per se, more of a what was I thinking? Um, Bad decision date. And I'm doing this story today because Monday's story was about how my poor sister, I don't understand why my sister still um, is friends with me. Because yesterday I pawned off a pity date, bad date to her. Not cool. Not cool on my part. And this one, so this was right after um, my divorce from my uh, ex husband, my children's dad. Thankfully, he's a fantastic dad to my kids. He is. Um, but so she was working at Michael's, and she had been transferred to a new store, or needed to transfer to a new store to get more hours or something. Anyway, so she had been complaining, I guess is the right word, about her boss. And so I knew the store manager was kind of an eggplant. And anyway, she she had been telling me all about this. So here's what happened. There was a snowstorm. She was actually staying at my house, which was mine and my ex's house. I don't remember where he was. This was in a transition time. We were still living in the same house. Anyway, I don't remember where he was. But my sister was at that house with me. And it was a snowstorm. And she called and said, I cannot get to work. So her boss said, well, you have to come to work. So he came and picked her up. In my crazy delusional mind, I meet him and I'm thinking, oh, he's cute. What was wrong with me? What was wrong with me? So then he ended up asking my sister about me, and I went on some dates with him, and at least for a while he was a little nicer to my sister, I guess we'll say that. But then he kind of bailed on me, and then he tried to date me again, and I'm like, nah man, nah. Anyway, why did I do these things? I had heard how he was. He was younger than me, and that's not always a problem. Clearly, I know lots of people, including Camille, where the husband is younger, and it works extremely well. This was not one of those situations. Anyway, yeah, my sister still loves me. She's a saint. I apologize profusely for this one as well, but it is kind of an ongoing joke. Just don't date my boss. Now she's disabled, so that's super funny, right? Not that she's disabled. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, she she has medical challenges like I do, so she's on disability. So her boss is technically the federal government, I guess. So that's funny that don't date her boss. Okay. Sometimes I say the most ridiculous things, but I'm not editing this. You can see this is how I am. All right. So today is Tackle It Tuesday. Shannon from Another Yarn, her concept. My Tackle It. I want to get this done. I want to get this done today. Oh, I have her arms wrapped around her head. Now you can see it's not an octopus, although it still kind of looks like an octopus and would be a fantastic Ursula. I'm not going to even lie. But these are her arms. I still have to do whatever you do. I have to do her hair. That will make a difference. And then you do something around here. I haven't gotten to that part of the pattern to turn it into a cauldron when you turn it inside out. So it doesn't get stuffed. It sits pretty nicely. Now I am using a 3.5 millimeter and worsted 4. I believe in the tutorial she is using a 2 millimeter and maybe DK or maybe even sport weight. Is that sport weight is 2 weight 2? Anyway, whatever that is. So mine's bigger than hers. All right. Where's my phone when you need it? If you know, you know. All right. So I'll be back, and hopefully this will be done later today. And that will be my tacklet. We'll see how long the total recording is. I might show some more yarn that's from another yarn. Yeah. All right. But we'll see. That might have to wait till Wednesday. All right. See you on the other side. Hi there. Here's the rest of tacklet. She's finished. But let me tell you what I did. I decided I didn't like the black mouth, and I used a dark red. I like that better. It stands out a little more. I didn't put the blush on her cheeks like in the tutorial, but that was mostly because she has purple skin per my granddaughter's request. The hat is super cute, and the hair took a lot of yarn. So this ball was full. This is 109 yards of a worsted weight, and again I'm using a 3.5 millimeter hook. This actually took me more time and definitely more yarn than any other piece on the piece. So yeah, lots of hair. But here's what you really need to see, or what makes this little witch doll special. She's not filled. Oh, and I'll talk about that modification I made as well. So she turns inside out, and now she's a cauldron. I probably put the wig on, well, the hair a little bit low, so the cauldron. You just turn her dress, and then she's a cauldron instead. And there she is. So somehow I missed in the instructions that I was supposed to not have any of the other colors show through. So I ended up having to make another layer. So in the tutorial, I would have been done as soon as I got that hat sewn on. But I had way too much like pink and purple and all kinds of yarn kind of like coming through like you would like an amigurumi, because then you're going to stuff it or whatever, because I assumed there would be another layer. So I just had to kind of wing it and make that work. But I like the way she sits in there, and I feel like she stands up really well. Which way? This way. She stands up really well, no support. And again, there's no stuffing in there. You have to see up close. There's nothing in there. So in her head, there's stuffing, and that's it. No hat stuffing. No, oh, I didn't have that quite in the right spot, but that's right. No arm stuffing except for the tails of the yarn. Anyway, pattern's super cute. Like I said, she can sit there like that, or you can turn her inside out and she can be a cauldron, where her hair is the bubbles, right? But bubbles, bubbles, toil and troubles. Is that the line? So I'm Shakespeare now. Anyway, I'm inserting this right before my little end. I forgot to say why I made a witch. I made a witch for Live Fantastical, Michelle and Cheyenne, Michelle 1L. Michelle and Cheyenne are the ones that make these journals. There are many versions. I just have the first version, and I just love it. But it's a little warped. It's well loved. I use it a lot. So the witch is for their October make-along. So what you can win by entering and emailing them, I will have that linked. What you win is what you could win is one of their journals, and they have a lot of different designs now. I'm thrilled with the one I have. It's perfect for me. I love it. But anyway, why did I make a witch? That's why. Plus, I knew my granddaughter would love it. Again, my granddaughter chose purple skin, so alrighty then. Anyway, now back to my closing. I've had a rough day. Those of you who don't want to hear any medical stuff, this has been a rough migraine day. I get Botox in a couple days, so I should be better. I hope. I will record stuff either way, but I have to get everything through Sunday recorded because I am babysitting my grandkids this weekend because their parents are going to a wedding out of state. So I'm going to be not really able to do the YouTubies things. So I'm going to have everything pre-recorded. So I'm going to be busy the rest of the week. Tomorrow morning is babysitting. Tuesday morning, or when you're seeing this, I'll be babysitting. But then from Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to be plowing through stuff other than getting the Botox, plowing through, getting my videos ready. I've got one more Decade Divas video to put up. And it's another one with that dad picture, but again, it's not from the 70s, but it has something to do with the 70s. He's also not in his 70s. He's in his 80s. Oh, excuse me. He's 35. Anyway. Love you all. So glad I was able to tackle this. Thanks for coming in. And can I get an amen?